Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Minecraft Hardcore. Last episode we built this amazing trading hall right here, and I think it looks great. It looks great. We got mending pretty quick, everything was going well. We got villagers down here, this guy's kind of blocking the way. But on this episode, I think my plan is to make an iron farm back behind the house towards that direction. And I'm currently recording this on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. Actually, late Valentine's Day, because this definitely isn't coming out today. But why am I recording today? Because I'm alone. Anyway, I think step 1 is just to get rid of all these trees, obviously. There's way too much stuff in the way. And then probably to level some of this out, because I don't want to be building all the way down there. Alright, so this is actually going to have to be farther out than the rest of the town, and I'll have to build something else over here, because I need to be at least 100 blocks away from the trading hall over there, because that is considered a village, and an iron farm can't be within 100 blocks of a village, so I'm gonna have to clear out some more trees, obviously level this off, and then probably somewhere back in the middle over here is where I will build it. And I think I also want to do a couple of little small projects this episode too, and I'm gonna try and cut a lot of things down really quick, because last episode I was talking about having shorter videos, and then I proceeded to make that one 28 minutes long, so I'll see what I can do with this one. You know, I'm actually really excited for the 1.20 update. Not really for the sniffers, to be honest. Actually, I kind of am for the sniffers, because they're bringing a lot of new plants, which just makes builds look better. So yeah, I actually am excited about the sniffer and all the new plants, whatever they're gonna be. But the armor trims look like they're gonna be sick. Those will be awesome. I'm glad to have the armor trims. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, the pottery. They announced pottery not too long ago, and then today not today, but they announced that they're coming out with the cherry blossom biome, which I am really excited for the cherry blossom. Not really about the wood, but about the leaves, to be honest. I think the pink wood, there's definitely some things that you could do with that, but the pink leaves, or just the tree itself, just like, imagine having that tree just all around the village, just having a bunch of those all around my area. I think that would look so good. So yeah, I'm really excited about the cherry blossom biome. Jeez, I cannot speak for the life of me. I have really bad. See, there we go again. I have bad problems with speaking for some reason. I stutter a lot, and I say words that aren't exactly anything relevant to what I was saying, like Brad. What is Brad? That's a name. That's not even. I was trying to say bad, but instead I said Brad. Jeez, I need to take some speaking classes. Is that a thing? Are speaking classes a thing? I'm actually kind of curious if speaking classes are a thing. Are they a thing, or would I just have to straight up go back to like preschool or something? Is that how stupid I am? I'd have to go back to preschool. Probably. I'm dumb enough. Alright, so I cut down a ton of these trees and flattened out the land from all the way over there to all the way over here. And I think I'm gonna have to build it over here, because this is like about the farthest. This is about the closest I can make it, because it's got to be 100 blocks away from the closest village, and my trading hall is the closest village. So, and this is more or less about 100 blocks. So I'm gonna have to build it here, which is, I know it's a bit far away from everything else, but then I'll build more stuff, and it'll lead over to this area. So it'll all connect up eventually, but for now, I think it's just gonna have to stand alone. Alright, so normally during these builds, I would use just a bunch of cobblestone everywhere to build it, just because I don't feel like making it look pretty. But since I'm going to be integrating this into the entire village design, I think I should probably make it look nice on the inside, even though I think I'm going to cover it up on the outside. I think there's going to be like a building surrounding it, but just in case, I am going to make it look pretty. So let me grab some deep slate. Oh wow, I used a lot more last episode than I thought I did. Wow, yeah, I had this entire barrel was full of cobbled deep slate last episode, but I used like all of it on this, which is insane that it took that much to build it. But hey, I'd say it's worth it because that looks great in my opinion. Alright, so I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to making certain farms. Like, some farms I know how to do. Like, I know how to make a sugarcane farm or a watermelon and pumpkin farm. But iron farms, I have no idea, like, the technical side of all that. So, I'm watching a tutorial by a guy named Mortingz. Moretingz. And it looks like a good tutorial, so I would recommend going in and watching it because it looks like it produces a lot of iron and it looks relatively easy to build. So I would say go watch it because that's what I'm making mine from. See, this is the kind of stuff I don't understand. The tutorial wants me to make a 19 by 19 grid of path blocks, and I don't understand what the significance of that would be. Like, I mean, to make it look like a village, I have no clue, to be honest. Doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, I'm not the smart guy here. I'm just gonna listen to what the dude says. Alright, so I've only done this, and I already need to go get villagers, so I'm gonna go grab a bunch of rails and just let them ride over here. Oh, he gone for real. Uh-oh, he's coming back. Why is he coming back? Yep, keep going. Keep going. No! No! Oh my gosh. Wow, barely saved that. Get back over there. Alright, they're all over here, and I believe if I just make a way for them to walk up and break the minecart, they should just walk themselves over and jump up and get straight in to go get a job. Alright, there we go. That took really long. That took way too long because I had to go get iron to make more rails. See, this is what I need the farm for, so I don't have to go get iron. Whoa! Huh? Cherry blossom sapling? Disabled item? Wait, hold up. Is that illegal? Wait, what do you mean disabled item? Wait a minute. 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 Hold up. I want that. I want that. I'm going back to get emeralds. You stay put. I'm going to get that. What is that like? Am I just not supposed to have that? Is that like a glitch? Alright, sir. Give me all of your cherry blossom saplings. 8. Disabled item. Wait, is this... Oh, I can't place it. What? I don't think I'm supposed to be able to get this. What? That's insane. Okay, well, if you want to get the cherry blossom sapling before the update actually comes out, I guess you have to buy it from wandering traders. That's insane. I didn't even know that was possible. Like, it says disabled item. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to get this. That's crazy. Alright, there's one more thing I need to do to finish off this farm, and that means I actually need a zombie. But of course, the one time I need one, there's not a single one in sight. So let me see if I can find one and lure it over. Alright, come on. Get in. Oh, here we go. It's already starting to work. Here we go, and we are going to be naming this zombie His name is going to be subscribe, because that's what you should do right now. You should subscribe to my channel. Why? Because I feel like I'm a good creator, and I feel like you'll end up liking me. I feel like we could have a good relationship, you know. But yeah, definitely subscribe. Definitely subscribe. You got that? All right. Okay, well, we got one. Yep, here we go. It's already working. Ooh. That's not ideal. I'm gonna have to make sure that... No! Are you kidding me? You stupid... Oh my gosh. Alright, now I realize why we have the path blocks, and it's to make sure that he can't spawn anywhere else. Wow, that's annoying. Crap, now I've got to find another zombie. And I don't have another name tag, so he's just gonna have to carry a torch. You, yes, come here. No, not you. You're not. I don't need you. I'm gonna need you to pick that up for me, bro. And hurry, please. Alright, I found a better zombie. This one has armor, so he won't despawn. I'm so done. Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. Why? Why would you... Oh my... Screw you, honestly. Alright, I got another zombie here. Alright, there we go. It should finally be finished. This is how compact the farm is. It should be working now. But there's no iron golem spawning, so I don't know what's going on, but... There we go. It's working. Alright, perfect. The farm is working. Now the next step is to decorate it, but it's gonna be a bit difficult because I have to make sure that I decorate it in a way where no iron golems can spawn anywhere except for inside. And I think that's what this perimeter's for. So I think I gotta make sure that I build it at such a mass that it won't interfere with the farm. So I have to build it outside of this ring, and I think I have to build it at a certain height to where the iron golem can't spawn on top. So I think this build is about to be a pretty gigantic build. It's going to be massive. Because this is a 19 by 19 border. And then I got to check at how high up they can spawn. I don't think it can be insanely high, because if it's a 19 by 19 border, this is the center, meaning that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 or 8 blocks above that should be the top point. But I don't want to have a fat, short build. I want to have a big, tall build. So this is probably going to be pretty tall, which of course is going to take me a ridiculous amount of time. But hey, I will do it for the video. I'll do it for the video. Alright, let me check block palettes, see what I want to try and make this look like. Alright, so I actually went AFK for a bit while I was trying to think of a block palette. I went AFK for about 3 hours, and this is about all I got from it for 3 hours, which in the grand scheme of things is not that much compared to some other farms. But for my needs right now, I think this is fine, and I can always make a better farm in the future. But I think it came up with a block palette that I want to use, and I need to go get some resources for it. So I'm gonna go do that real quick, and then we'll get to building. Alright, so I'm just about ready to start building here, and I think I've got my block palette down, and it's gonna be very similar to the block palette that I had for the trading hall. Just because I really like the spruce and deep slate combination. I'll try and switch it up on some other builds, switch up the block palette, but for now I'm going to keep it with that. And I think I'm going to have to extend this out a little bit, so I think the first thing I'm going to do before I start building is terraform this edge a bit so I have some space here. Alright, I think it's about time to start getting to building, and I'm not sure how tall I have to make this, because I know I have to make it to a height in which the iron golem can't spawn on top of the building. Either that or just don't make it enclosed, but I kind of do want to make it enclosed. Alright, so I think I'm going to go with a background of deep, cobbled deep slate, and then for the surrounding bits, I'm going to go with tiled. Does that work? 3 and have, since the tiled deep slate is darker than the cobbled deep slate, so it makes for a decent liner. I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like that can work. And then I'll have less wood, so as how the other one over there is really wood heavy, there was a lot of wood involved, this one's going to be a lot more deep slate rather than wood. And then I'll have probably more wood on the insides, and I'll probably use fences and chains for lanterns and stuff like that. And then I think what I want to do is I've come up with the idea that once I build this thing, because it's going to be pretty big, I want to have it be like kind of wrapped around like some super overgrown thing in azalea leaves. Just have like big giant vines of azalea leaves kind of wrapping all around it. Make it look like it's been like taken over by something, like some kind of huge plant or something like that. I feel like that's a cool idea. I feel like the difference between a good build and a great build is a build that tells a story. So you've got, like, say you have a build and you're building a huge castle, but part of it is destroyed, like half of it's destroyed and on fire, and it just tells the story, about how the village was seemingly attacked by maybe a dragon or another nation or something like that. I just feel like that brings the build to life. It makes it feel like it's real. Well, maybe not real, but you get what I'm trying to get at, right? It makes it feel involved. Maybe involves the right word? Maybe. Oh boy. Alright, so I only done about this much all the way around, and I've already used a solid 9 stacks of deep slate. I used to have these 5 slots as well as a few more slots up here, but most of my inventory was full of deep slate, and it's almost gone now, so I'm definitely gonna have to go mining for more deep slate. I do have more back at my house, but it is going to take a lot more deep slate than I was expecting, so eventually I'm gonna have to go mining, but I don't feel like doing it right now. For this entrance, I kind of want to make it a really tall entrance. Maybe not quite that tall, but I want it to be a really... Ooh, I might even extend... No, I think I want to go with the kind of center 3-way. And then in here, decorating is going to be a bit difficult because there's not a whole lot that I'm allowed to place in here. Just so, so I make sure that the iron golem doesn't spawn in here. I might just not decorate this at all on the inside. I might just go completely for outside aesthetics, because the only time I'm going to come in here is when I'm AFKing, probably, or when I'm just coming to grab some of the iron that's in here. But I think for now I'm just going to stick with the outside. Work on the outside, and then I'll decide if I want to work on the inside at all. Alright, so remember when I said I was going to need more deep slate? Yeah, well, one long YouTube video later, and I got a bunch. I went mining for a while. I also got a decent amount of diamonds out of that. I think I had a little bit. I don't know how much I had, but I now have a stack and a half of diamonds, or 2 stacks and a half of diamonds. So that's gonna be good for a later project that I'm sure you could probably guess on what it's gonna be. But as of right now, I think I've got plenty of deep slate for this build now. So I think let's just get right back to it. I know you didn't see any of that, so because I wasn't recording for any of the mining session because I didn't really feel like it was necessary. I was just literally digging in a straight line. So I mean, if you really think that it's necessary for me to do that, then just I mean, say it down in the comments, and I'll put at least a little bit of footage of me mining, so you know I'm not cheating. But I feel like I'm trustworthy enough. Let's see, what am I gonna do here? How tall do I want this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe? Have like a big, wide ring. Yeah, I think I want to have it like very tall. I think I want it to be very tall. Not that. That's not what I wanted. That is again, that's not what I wanted. Have something like that, and then the next ring can go here, and maybe, depending on how tall I need this, have it to have 3 rings. So the first ring, the second ring, and then there's going to be a third ring, and then that'll be the... I think that should be tall enough by that point. It should be tall enough to where nothing's going to spawn up there. And then after that, I'm not sure if I want to do one big middle tower that's smaller that comes off of the roof, or if they want to do 4 little towers that come off of the roof. Because what I want to do is I want to have either 4 separate or 1 tree, one kind of special tree in the center, or 4 separate little ones that have vines kind of growing off of them, and then it just wraps all the way around the tree, or not around the tree, all the way around the build. I think that would just look really cool. Alright, so I think I kind of want to have these like mix matching. That's what it is. It's mix matching. That's how you say it. Anyways, I think I want to have these mix matching. So I have, so like this first one is like this, and then the second one is going to build to the opposite. So the middle is it's gonna connect to the middle, and it's going to go back and forth. So I'll have it like this. You see what I mean? How it goes from here to here to here to here to here to here. That way it's not super similar all the way up, but I think that'll give it a cool pattern once I get it on this whole side. So let me see how it looks on this first whole side, and then I will make a decision from there. Alright, and here is the final version of it all put together, and I gotta say, I think that looks... I don't even have any decoration in, and it looks pretty crazy right now. It looks really crazy. I think this is gonna look insane when it's finished. I'm really liking that. So I'm definitely sticking with this. I don't know how I'm gonna decorate it, but I gotta make it look good, that's for sure, because this looks crazy. Alright, let me finish this on all of the other sides, and then I will get to decorating the front, and then we'll work on the roof. Alright, I've got all of the sides done now, and I gotta say, this thing looks crazy from afar. This thing is looking pretty crazy, so I think it's time to start decorating everything. I think I'm gonna try and get these corners here first, and then from there I'll work on the insides, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. We'll have to figure it out, but I think I'm gonna start on the sides, and I think I want to do something just a little basic. Let me get a trap door, have a trap door base, That doesn't look bad. I would love to put like an end rod in the middle of here, but of course I'm not that far into the game yet. Haven't even gone to the nether, so that's not exactly an option. But I think that'll be fine. I would love to put like a light source in the middle there, but I don't exactly have a good light source block to put there. Alright, how about that? It's not a huge detail. But then again, I'm trying not to put anything too much in the way of the big vines that are going to come around. So I think that'll work. It's not a huge detail, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it to be a big detail. But I think let's copy this on some of these ones on these sides here and see how I like it. Alright, so I've got this whole side done, apart from the lighting on each of the corners. But I think that's fine. I'll leave that for now. I'll decorate that in just a second. But I think for this episode, I'm gonna have to break this iron farm project into 2 episodes, because there's more things I want to do other than the iron farm in this episode. So I think I'm gonna decorate all the walls on this episode, and then next episode I will build the whole tree and the vines coming all through it. I'm gonna do that on the next episode. But for this episode, I'm just gonna decorate the walls, and then there's a few special things I want to do back over by my house. Alright, and after a very, very long time of copying and pasting, I finally have every single one of these sides done, and it's very, I know it's very, very repetitive on every side, but hopefully some of this repetitiveness will be gone when I add in the vines, because the vines are just going to be completely random. It's going to be really crazy. So I think that's going to take away from the sameness that I have right now. But there's one last thing I want to add to this before I cut this off for this episode and go work on some other things. I'll continue my idea next episode, but there's one last thing I want to do. And the last thing I want to do is I actually want to add these kind of cut-ups like this, so it looks more like a castle. I'm not sure if I want to make it that height or if I want to bunk it down one. Let's check this real quick. What about just doing that? I think that's better. I'm gonna go with that, and I think I'm just gonna do it every middle section of each kind of thing. So just do one there, just have that go all the way around. Simple as that. And here we go. There we go. That's it all the way around. Now let's check out what it looks like. Does kind of looks a little funky. Actually, no, no, that's not bad. I actually like that. I actually quite like that. I don't think that's bad. Except maybe it's too... No, I like it. I think that's good. And then for the top, since I'm going to build a giant tree on the top, I think I'm filling in that top part in with dirt, and then I'll add plants and stuff and whatever up there. I just make it look like a natural area. But first, it's turning night, and I need more dirt, so let me go back over here. Wow, look at that from a distance. I think that looks pretty dang good in my opinion. I'm really liking that. It's a completely like different from the other two that I made. This one's heavy on deep slate, and it's really big too. It's massive. I mean, and then this is all that's inside, is this tiny little thing on the inside, which is kind of funny to me. But of course the inside's not the important part here. For good looks, we're going for the outside. But this is not going to be anywhere near the biggest thing that I have planned for this world. I'm planning on mega bases, huge builds. I'm planning on some great stuff. So, I mean, stay tuned. Like, I promise. I mean, actually, I can't promise that you'll like it. I have no idea what anybody likes. You know, I'm not a wizard. But, you know, I can hope that you like it. But stay tuned, yeah, because I have some big plans for this world. But I guess let me just fill this in real quick, and then we'll get to the other stuff that I want to do over back by my base. Alright, so one of the things that I want to do is I want to add some tiny little details to to just the area. Like, one of these things is I've seen some people make these tiny little park benches, and I think it's a really great idea. Let me just do this and that, and looky there, you got a little park bench, and it doubles as a bed. So if you're just running around at night and you don't want to go all the way back inside, you can just sleep in the bed right there, which is, I think that's a great idea. So I think I'm gonna go put these around in a couple of different places. Alright, so there we go. Now I've got a couple of these in just some easy little positions. I think I'll probably save this one until I get another path that goes along all the way back to there. And I'm sure I'm going to have a couple more good builds that go up through here that I'll have plenty of pathway for. But another thing I want to do is I want to add like almost like street lights, like lampposts, because I mean, one, it will add natural lighting to, not natural, but it'll add lighting to the pathway, and I think it'll look pretty decent. So let me just do that real quick. And there's one right there. So just a few of those little little lights, I think, brings some character to it. Down here is looking really dull, so probably gonna have to fix some of this up. Maybe later. You know what? I actually have I want to do a pond somewhere. I want to do a little natural pond, and I don't know where I should do it, because all back here the terrain jumps up very suddenly. So either I level this entire mountain, which I don't exactly want to do, or make everything go to its height, like match its height or something like that. I don't know. But I do want to do a little pond. I think it'll look pretty good. I just don't know where. I actually might. I think I should probably get a couple different looking flowers too, because this red and yellow constantly gets a little boring. But it's fine. You know, I think one of the things I want to do is actually right here. I'm gonna clean this spot up a little bit over here, and then I'm gonna make a small little fishing house. It's not gonna have any, like, serve any real purpose, but it's just going to be there to add some character, you know, just another little something to add to the village. All right, I flattened this area out a bit and pushed this terrain back just a wee bit. And I think there should be plenty of space to build that small little cabin. Like, I literally just want it to be a small little fishing cabin, just right there. It might have a little dock extending out into the water. Let me see what I could do. I think I want to make it wow, I can't speak. I think I want to make it the same color palette as this house, because I don't want this to just be a random, like, it stands out compared to everything else. I don't want everything to be spruce and deep slate, you know. I want to have some different color palettes. So I think I'm gonna try and make this one match my my house. Make it a little snazzy, you know. Add some some sweet, some spice, some everything nice. You know what I mean? That was kind of weird. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I think you get the gist. I think you get what I'm trying to say. Hopefully. If not, then I'm just like, you probably think I'm crazy right now. Probably think I'm a little wild, a little out of my mind, a little bonkers, you know. Why am I still going on with this conversation? I have no clue. But hey, at least by this time you've realized that I'm bonkers, and if you're still here, then that means you don't care that I'm bonkers, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that you don't care that I'm a little bonkers, a little out of my mind. You know what I mean? I'm happy about that. That means that you're gonna watch pretty much no matter what. And at this point, you can't exactly leave. So yeah, you just have to deal with the fact that I'm bonkers now. You don't have any choice. It's kind of just, you know, it's just part of your everyday life now. There's no fixing it ever. So yeah, have fun with that. All right, besides that little rant, let's see what I can come up with here, cuz I'm not sure quite how big. Should I make it symmetrical maybe? I can't make it too big. I literally just want it to be a nice little small house. So maybe extend it a bit, have some foundations going in the water. You know, I'm sure that's fine. But I think I'm just literally going to 1, 2, 3, blah, 1, 2, 3. Bop. And this will probably be the entrance right here, and the house will just be just about this big. Maybe back this up a bit more. Grab the shovel. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, so I think the color palette is looking a little weird, so I think I'm going to scrap the jungle wood and maybe just go with normal, maybe? I know I want to make this a lighter color, so everything's not all spruce and deep slate. It doesn't exactly have to match my house, but I do want it to be a lighter color. Alright, so I think I'm going to scrap the whole oak design and actually turn it to more of the same thing that I got going on with the fishing dock with the spruce kind of supports the stone background, and then I do oak for details. And I think that'll look better because then it'll match kind of the same thing that I'm going. It'll match with everything that I've got going down there, and it won't look out of place because I think having the jungle wood down there makes it look out of place, which I don't want that. I want to make sure everything's looking good, you know. I don't want it to look weird. Don't want it to look weird, you know. And, you know, I think what I want to do here, actually, I just got this great idea where I kind of turn this spot into a market area. Like, I make it almost a it's a little fishing market, you know? You know, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Alright, and then to make sure that there's not too much, you know, what am I trying to say? Too much spruce. There's not too much spruce. I think I'm gonna kind of mix it up with some trapdoors and some buttons. Let's see, is that... That doesn't look bad. Alright, I've got most of the outside, decorations done, and I think it is looking pretty... It's not looking too bad, in my opinion. I think it's looking pretty good. I gotta get some of the other stuff in, like the flowers and stuff still, and the glass. So let me do that really quickly. Let me add the dock in, and then we'll get to the final thing of the video. And there you have it. I think that that's our little fishing abode, and I think I don't really feel like doing an interior right now just because it's so small. It doesn't really need one. But eventually what I want to do is when I get enough villagers, I want to move in a villager in here, have him be a fisherman, so it's actually like a little fishing shop. And then I'll get some item frames, put them down here with different kind of fish in them. But for now, I think that looks pretty good, and I'm liking it. And I think it's a nice little add to our the world. I think it looks pretty nice. I'll cut this out, and I'll probably do this off camera because I don't really need to put it in, but carve some of this out and make a nice pathway up to it, but I'll do that later. Don't feel like doing that right now. But there's one more thing I want to do for this episode. Alright, so one thing that I think is important is having a good connection with your viewers. I feel like if there's no good connection with your viewers, then people start to get bored, and they just feel like I'm not doing it for them, which is what I like to do. I'm doing this to entertain. I'm not doing this. I mean, maybe I'm doing this a little bit for the money, you know. Gotta make that ka-ching, but I'm not exactly in a place where I'm making money right now. So I think that it's very important to connect with the viewers. And I know as of right now, this is looking very kind of, you know, dumb. This doesn't look grand or anything right now, but I promise in the future it'll look good. So I am starting something that I'm going to call the wall of shoutouts. The wall of shoutouts. In each video, I am going to be picking someone from my comments to shout out, and they're going to be on the wall of shoutouts, and they are going to be, there is a creeper sneaking around in the background right there. You see him? Yeah, okay, I hope he doesn't sneak up on me. I'm going to watch him, but anyways, what I was going to say is each video I'm going to pick somebody from my comments to add to the wall of shoutouts, and they're going to be a permanent part of my world. You are going to be a part of my world. Alright, and for the very first addition to the wall of shoutouts, the first shoutout is going to Dot. He has been a constant. He's constantly been commenting on all of my videos, giving me lots of support. It seems like he's my first regular viewer, which I very much appreciate, and I am glad to have you, Dot. You are the first permanent addition to this world. And I promise you will not be forgotten, because you are the very first. You are number one. But with that being said, if you want to be added to the wall of shoutouts, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on the video. And leave a comment down at the bottom. Just say anything. Say hey, say I enjoy your videos. You can even talk crap about me for all I care. I just want some feedback on my videos, want some comments. And I'll choose one person every video to be added to the wall of shoutouts. Well, as you can see by my hotbar, this iron farm does great for my needs, and I think that the build is looking very good so far. We will continue it next episode, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.